is Revelation 18 and 1. After these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. You know, because this place is filthy, man. Alright? This place, America, Babylon the Great, okay, is a very bitter, filthy, violent, wicked fucking place, man. As a matter of fact, the word America, okay, means bitter in itself. Okay? It says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. So all nations have drunken of the madness and philosophies of this place, man. All nations have become infected, all right, with the wickedness of America. Now there's a saying called Californication. Well, there's actually a song by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, okay, called Californication. But when you look into the word, it pretty much means that California influences the world. Okay, it fornicates with the world. All right. When you look at Hollywood, you know, a lot of these top celebrities, they get a star on the streets of Hollywood, okay, when they reach the pinnacle of their career. Hollywood goes back to, you know, the holly tree, the Druids, witches and warlocks. They would make their wands and staffs from the holly tree, man. So it's all witchcraft, man. And that plays a major role, okay, on infecting the minds of your people. Wherever you go in the world, these women, okay, if they don't got some kind of morals, you know, their parents, they taught them something, they're through. Their mind's gone. You know, even the so-called Israelite woman, man. And I say so-called because you got women that'll watch the videos and call themselves Israelites too, and they'll be bugged out. You know, trying to assert authority over a man. Okay? Still bugged out. That doesn't go for every woman. That doesn't go for every sister. Because Isaiah 4:1 is going to happen. Alright, Isaiah 4:1 will take place. And the scriptures say, Isaiah 4:1, okay, says 7 women shall take hold of one man. Okay, that's just another, 7 is just another number for completion, man. It's a multiple women are going to take hold of one man. Alright, so back in verse 3, Revelation 18:3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. So the merchants, the kings of these other nations, sold their people out. Alright, just like recently, I had seen a thing in what was taking place in the land of Ham, which are those Africans, right? And we had like East Africans, which are Ethiopians, and another pretty much the state, okay, the country of Ethiopia was aligning themselves with America and getting all these weapons, these resources from America. But you had so-called rebels, of Ethiopia that were aligning with Russia had Russian interests, and they said that we would rather, receive aid from Russia, because with America, although they're giving aid, although they're giving resources, although they're supplying arms, they want to influence our children. They want us to teach their curriculum in our schools and spread their philosophies and their orientations amongst our people, amongst our children. So what he was saying was they're teaching their children out there homosexuality, complete wickedness, man. Which when you read the scriptures, homosexuality is a sin unto death in the Holy Bible. Okay? That's something that you Israelites need to repent of. Alright? Or not. Do as thou wilt. Be a worshiper of Satan. And get judged by Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. We're only out here for the elect. We're only out here for 1/3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven say, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. And before that actual voice, before you see Yahweh Shai return in the physical, he got his prophets out here on the highways and byways. Okay, telling you to repent, telling you to change your ways, telling you to come back to the Lord. Okay? Let's see. This is Psalm chapter 119, verse 9. Bet. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. So that's how you make yourself clean. That's how you repent. Because you question, well, what am I doing wrong? According to what's written in the scriptures. Alright, if you're not following the dietary law, you're going off and you need to repent. Okay, you need to stop eating the shrimp, crab, lobster. Stop eating that pork. Okay? Stop eating duck. Got motherfuckers eating that Daffy Duck. Alright? There is a dietary law. There's so many foods out there that are clean that you can eat. And they're delicious, scrumptious. When you look into what a shrimp is, a crab is, lobster is, okay? Those are like the insects, the bugs of the sea, man. The bugs of the sea world. It says everything that, whatever comes out of the waters, has to have fins and scales. Okay, if it has fins and scales, and it lives in the water, that's clean. You don't eat catfish. Catfish doesn't have scales. Okay, they may have fins, but catfish don't have scales. So therefore they're unclean unto you. And we know Jake, man. Jake loved that catfish, man. Okay, Jake loved that pork. But you're not supposed to be eating these things, man. They're unclean. They're full of parasites. Alright, they were invented, created to clean the waters. So that's how you cleanse your way. Okay, is by taking heed to the word. Okay? So, you have to come up out of her. Come up out of this place right now in spiritual. Which is Micah chapter 2,